Hello everybody. Now, before I go and pick Al up, I just want to share a little story with you. Quite some time ago, some of you may remember, or you may not remember, I dug up this little coin on one of our permissions, and I hadn't got the faintest idea what it was. I didn't know whether it was Roman or some other sort of ancient coin. Anyway, I've just got it back from the flow, and it turns out that it's an Indian half pasha dating back to about 1600. And there's the little coin in question. You can see that. It's got lots of strange markings and squiggles on it and things like that. I'll just try and get it in focus for you, just there. There's not a great deal on the other side, but that's it anyway. Now, as I said, it dates to about 1600, which surprised me, long before the days of the British Empire. But it turns out that there was a band of intrepid mariners called the Merchant Explorers that was sanctioned by Queen Elizabeth I when she was on the throne to sail around the Indian subcontinent trying to open trade relations with various countries. Well, I say trade relations. You believe that, you believe anything. They were just sailing around trying to rob, steal and plunder anything they could get their hands on. But while they were there, quite a lot of them bought those coins from monasteries, because apparently they were supposed to bring you luck. They were called lucky coins. They were supposed to ward off demons and evil spirits, and a lot of them had images of gods and goddesses on them. So that's basically it. It's just an interesting little find, and a very unusual find on one of my permissions anyway. So anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you, and we'll go and pick Al up, and we'll see you, or I'll see you, when we get there. Morning everybody.
Morning everybody.
Now, if you're wondering what the gallows flag is behind us, it's a flag that Alan was going to take on a dig with him later on in the year, but he'll explain a little bit more about that later. Anyway, we have eventually got onto the new permission, and it looks very nice.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, looks a lovely bit of land. So we're going to do a bit of a recce, see whether it's going to be productive or not. Never know, you look, do you?
Never know.
And if it is productive, we'll come back. If it's rubbish, we won't. So anyway, we'll crack on and see if we can find anything worth looking at. If we do, I'll put some photographs in the video. Any scabby coins or rubbish we find, I'll put a photograph at the end of the video for that anyway. So keep your fingers crossed and let's crack on.
Yeah, you never know.
Right, see you in a bit.
See you in a bit. Right guys, just took a bit of a break. I'd just like to mention what Rob mentioned before on the introduction. I did buy the flag to go on the Dictaphone dig on the next bank holiday weekend, but unfortunately this dig had to be cancelled. I don't know the full ins and outs of it, only that one of the organisers, Oliver, had to go in for an operation that was long-term health, and he needed the operation. We've all lost money. Okay, these people come over from America, we've lost money, the hotels they've booked. Unfortunately it's happened, there's nothing we can do about it. I do hope that every single person gets their money back what they paid for the dig, which we've been told we will do. But some of the threats that's being made to some people in the groups. James from Ministry Detect, he's getting threats. He's getting people slagging him off and making bad comments about him. Don't make threats, it's happened, what can we do? Let's get on with it. and let's see if there's any other digs coming up. And I do want to thank the other groups within the community metal detecting, trying to sort some more digs out for people who lost out on the digathon to get on it. So just keep our eyes and ears open, and let's hope we all meet on one of these digs. But it's happened. Get on with life. See you again. Right guys, dug 3 holes here, completely missed it, but it's a coin. I'll just show you. Zoom in a bit. Right, so that's what it was in. Look how smooth that is first of all. Look how smooth that coin is. I've never found a coin so smooth. Possibly get somewhere off it. But it's very smooth, so I couldn't tell you this moment of time what it is. And even that's as smooth as anything there. But let's keep going. Right guys, I've come in one of the fields of the 5 we have got. Not much on it, but the soil is very, very dry. Found a couple of pieces of lead, but I've just come off to this now. Got off. It looks, I don't think it is, it does look shape of a ring. No, it's not. There's someone inside it. I don't know what that is, guys. There's a little pin of something inside that, so looks like a piece of machinery or something. But sure, we'll clean her up and have a look if there's out on it. I'll just show you a bit closer. See something inside it there, a pin or something. So have a look at there to see if it does come up on it. Well, let's keep going.
Well, it was at this point disaster struck. If you can just picture the scene. We'd just done the introduction with my camera. Al set off in that direction. I set off in that direction. I got to my first target, by which time Al was miles away. I dug the plug out, set the camera up and everything else, got ready. Pressed the record button, nothing. All I got was an error message across the screen. I sat there for a quarter of an hour messing about with the camera, couldn't get it to do anything. Now obviously it's working now. Turns out it was nothing to do with the camera, thank God. It was the SD card that was faulty. So I've had to buy another one. So I can only apologise, and the only thing that I've got to show you is the stuff that I actually dug up. Now there's not a lot of it, with the exception of one nice coin. So basically that's what happened, and that's why I'm not in the video much at all. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the rest of the video, and I'll see you at the end of the video when I'm using Al's camera to say goodbye. Okie dokie. Right, catch you later.
Right everybody, I bet you can see it already. It is a silver. I can see it now, looks like a silver shilling. I'm going to pick it up and we'll have a look at it together. Still in the actual piece the soil it was in. If you look here, you can see the imprint. I'll bring it closer. Mirror with that. That's how it's come out of the ground. There's the imprint. Nice imprint on that. And there's the coin. Look at that. That is in pretty good condition as well there. Very good condition. See if I can see a date on it without my glasses. See it better than me possibly. 1915. So I am made up with that. new permission, and my first silver. So let's keep going. Right everyone, back again. I've been on this hole for about 5 minutes, 6 minutes. I've done all the Mickey Mouse's head. Dug 3 holes, couldn't find it. Pinpointing it. And just out here, it's another coin. And I think, I'm not sure, this could be another silver, I don't know, another silver. Zoom in and just show you. You just see the bust there, I think it's the bust on it there. And not much on the other side, but it looks a weird colour. Right, get that cleaned up. I hope it is a silver. Just looks a bit like silver, but I hope it is. That'll be great on a new field. Brilliant. Let's keep going. Until we find more. I hope Rob's doing well on the other side as well. Let's keep going. Right everybody, just been digging here, about 5-6 inches deep, but I don't know if you're able to see it on camera, just here on this clod, excuse me, just see the edge there of something. Let's try and get in the sun a little bit, just see the edge of something here. Let's see what is together. What is that? What is that? There's the imprint. I don't know what this is. I don't know what it is, but it looks something very interesting there. Just take my glove off. There's the imprint. I'll just show you, I'll give it a clean up in a bit. Nobody knows what it could be. I don't know. Give it a clean up and just see if we can see anything on it. Okay, I'll let you know later. There.
Right, that's us done.
Yep.
Not been a bad day.
Yeah, enjoyed it.
And we are still using Al's camera because mine's just given up the ghost. Like I said, it after we'd done the introduction, it just wouldn't work. So I'm sorry there's no footage of what I've dug up, but it just can't be helped. It has to be said, it's a very clean field.
Yeah, definitely.
But a very quiet field. The only rubbish that I've dug up is that bit of scrap copper sheet with some holes in, and that's it. I mean, I'd come back again.
Yeah, definitely.
Because we have found some nice bits and pieces, you know, some decent bits and pieces. What I can't understand is that why the silver that I dug up is in such good condition. Well, one of the silvers that you dug up is in good condition, the King George, but the other one, I mean, I don't know whether it's a forgery or not, but it's in such a bad condition. It looks as though it's been in the ground for 1,000 years.
Bits of silver coming through, but you can't.
Yeah, I've just never seen anything as bad. Yeah. Maybe it is a forgery. I'll have a better look later on. Right, so thank you very much for joining us, my friends. I will hope to have my camera working next time we are out. What a bloody performance. I've carting all my tripod and everything round fields and everything. The first time I tried to dig something up, it won't work. Right. Catch you all later, everybody, and thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Right, well, that's just a piece of lead lid by the looks of it, or something. Little 2-ring bullet, threepenny bit. I think that's a George V halfpenny just there. I think that's actually part of a trigger guard off a musket. it's got a little bit of a design on it, you might just be able to see that, so I quite like that. Trade weight, haven't got a clue what that coin is, and obviously by best of them all is a Victorian shilling, and it's in considerably better condition than the silvers that Al's dug up. I don't know why. I don't know whether the ones that Al's dug up are forgeries or what, but they're in such bad condition, whereas this one, it's in really good condition. Anyway, as I said, I'm sorry you couldn't see me dig them up, but at the moment I'm using Al's camera. He's gone to have a word with the landowner about something or other, another field, so I'm just taking that opportunity to use his camera. I don't know what's wrong with mine. It worked okay when we first started, and then it just packed up. Anyway, that's what I found today, so I'm quite happy with that. Right, catch you in a bit.